Baruch Hashem, here we are at the end of the beautiful winter's man we had, learning Torah in the house of Maran here in Yerushalayim Kodesh. And we know that everything goes after the ending. And we know that this week, this Shabbat, is going to be what we call Chazak V'Nitchazek. We're going to be finishing the Sefer, the second Sefer of the 5 books of Moses, finishing the book of Shemot. And this Shabbat, we're going to say the words Chazak V'Nitchazek by the Ashkenazim, by the Sephardim, the Minhag. But the point over here is that we can all learn from this that we go everything after the end. What matters the most is what happens in the end. Just like in an NBA game, when the two teams are going at it, this one's taking a shot, that one's taking a dunk, and the score is tied, and you get to the final 2 minutes, to the final minute, 5 minutes, 2 seconds, and the guy just, does a jumper 3-point, and the buzzer, and that is the winning 3-pointer of the game. And all the 2 hours going back and forth, this one fouled, and this one got ejected. It's all behind us. What matters right now is what we do here at the end. Are we going to take that 3-pointer and swish it at the buzzer, or are we going to walk home losing the game, chas v'shalom? And we know that Hashem has given us this beautiful time to say that whatever happened till now, we got to do teshuvah and put it behind us. And B'ezrat Hashem, this Shabbat, especially this Shabbat that is before Rosh Chodesh Nisan, to keep it even on a higher level, to have more Divrei Torah, to have more singing. If a person has had a hard time before not to keep Shabbat, this is a Shabbat to show Hashem that he's ready to keep it the way it should be, because in a way, this is the end of the year according to Rabbi Yeshua, and the beginning of the new year is Rosh Chodesh Nisan. So in a way, we're going from the end of the year to the beginning of the new year, and Hashem wants to see the final push, and he sees that if you're really trying, that he's going to forgive that everything that happened till now. That's number one. Number two, we know that in this week's Parshat Pekudei, he talks about an interesting phenomenon where the Torah is recounting what everybody brought, and it talks about the Nesi'im, that they brought the most precious stones that goes on the breastplate of the Kohen Gadol, and also on his shoulders, where it has the names of the tribes of Israel. Now, looking at this with the naked eye, you see, wow, the Nesi'im, the prince of each tribe, they got the best donation. They give the best, and there should be praise for that. But we looked at the word Nesi'im, which is supposed to be having 2 yuds in there, and it's missing. It's missing 1 yud. What's going on over here? Our sages tell us it's missing a yud. Although they had good intentions, they said let everybody else bring and we'll bring in the end. But unfortunately, there was nothing left to be brought at the end until Hashem had Rahamim and mercy on them and brought it, made him find these precious stones, and they bought them. But all said and done, because they did not initiate, or they weren't part of the first ones to bring the donations, so Hashem punished them by taking the yud away. So what, Rabbi? So that I don't have yud in my name. So it's taken out. No, everything that is written in the Torah, and you're part of that, and you've been written there, your name is written there for eternity. If there's yud missing, it's like you're walking without a leg, without an eye, without a limb. You can't talk, you can't walk straight. That's what it meant, and the Nesi'im were very upset about that. Until Hashem had mercy on them, brought. But forever that word is going to be the Torah, Nesi'im without a yud. What does this tell us? Going into the Chodesh of Nisan, preparing for Pesach. Are we going to go in there limping? Are we going to go in there without an eye, without a leg, chas v'shalom, spiritually? Are we going to go at the ending and we're going to go to the finish line and get there? One of the first ones to break the breaking line over there. It all goes after the ending, like we said. It doesn't matter what happened now. A mitzvah comes in your hand. We have a saying in Judaism, Chazal tells our sages, mitzvah ba'adatcha tamchisena. Don't put the mitzvah away. You have a chance to do it right now. Don't say, I'll do it in 5 minutes, Rabbi. I'll do it tomorrow. like we talked about in the past, that is the way a Moulouk talks. Machar, tomorrow, is not a Jewish way. We do it here and now. We have an opportunity to do an act of kindness. We have an opportunity to do a mitzvah. We don't push it off. And that's why the Nisim got the missing yud. It's a lesson for all time. We can't push things off. Now, this also talks to us with the preparation going into Pesach, which I heard today from my dear friend, one of the Avrechim here, of Simon Samlingar. Especially Avrechim or whoever is working, coming into the Pesach cleaning, everything, the guy just wants to come in, relax, and say, give me a few days. Do whatever you have to do, he tells his wife. And whatever is rest, whatever is not finished, I'll take care of it. That is exactly the mistake of the Nisim. You have to be an initiator. You have to go to your wife and say, I'm ready, let's do it now. Because she wants to hear that you care, that you want to take an initiation. She might even back up for a few days to let you, calm down from all the hard work that you had or for all the hard learning that you had. But to come and say, give me a week until I come down and then I'll help you out, that is the exact mistake of the Nisim. And that's why this parsha is coming right before Rosh Chodesh Nisan. The wife is expecting our help. And we have to come and show that we were there initially, that we're there the first ones to help. Not come back to me in a week! No, you broke her desire, you broke her Neshama, you broke her spirit. Even if you come and help, and you do everything she said the second week, the first week, you already broke it. You already gave a slap in the face. B'ezrat Hashem, let's come and help our wives. B'ezrat Hashem. We know that Nashim Satkaniot, they took upon themselves, when it comes to Pesach, you see that they're not the same human beings anymore. They bend over backwards, eating at that spot over there. There's a little hole over there. There's a little dot over there. Chametz! Why are they so strict? A lot of the things that they say, it doesn't even apply to Pesach cleaning. I heard one beautiful word one time that there's a midrash that says that the woman, when they were in Egypt, they took upon themselves, when it comes to Pesach, to be extremely, extremely careful, to clean every single thing from chametz, because we know chametz is a Yetzer Hara. And according to Ari HaKadosh, a person who makes sure that gets all the chametz out of his system, out of his house, and out of his inner house, out of his inner system spiritually, that's what's going to bring the Geula. That's what's going to bring the redemption, both general redemption and a personal redemption. And since the women have taken upon themselves this extra bending over backwards for Pesach, Hashem is going to look at them and says, because of the Nashim Satkaniot that we came out of Egypt, so too we're going to come out of this final Galud that we're in. But we as husbands, we have to be there for our wives. And we have to help them out. And this is exactly where the Nisim comes in. You want to be called a prince? You want to have that extra yud? This is your time. This is your time to shine! Show Hashem that you're coming and doing what needs to be done. Helping out. Jumping in like Lachshon ben Aminadav. To show him that you want to do the mitzvah. Don't break the spirit of your wife. And of course, don't break the word of Hashem. Show that you care. Show that you want to purify yourself. Get the chametz out of your system. And by doing that, B'ezrat Hashem, you're going to come into Pesach ready, not just physically, but spiritually. Showing Hashem that mitzvot are important to us. Shabbat is important to us. Not eating chametz is important to us. And we're ready to get all the chametz out of our system. Or the goyish value systems and all the garbage around us that we've been influenced by. Like our sages tell us that our forefathers came out of Egypt because they didn't change their names. They didn't change their clothing. They didn't change their language. Today we have to go back to that. We can't change our names anymore. Yaakov is not Jack. Abraham is not Abi, and Isaac is not Isaac. Stick to your names. Stick to your clothing. Especially women, stick to your modesty. Modesty is what's gonna make the final redemption come closer. And with Chesed Rahamim. And language, learning Torah. Every single word of Torah that comes out of your mouth. Especially the mouth, the pure breath that are coming out of the mouth of our children. When we put them in Torah education, when we put them into Beis Yaakov's, and we don't dare put them in public school system, which we know how detrimental it is today, not just physically and spiritually, everything, all combined. Even the most secular person understand that, what the danger of this school system is today. So B'ezrat Hashem, by working on all this chametz, by helping out at home, we show that we're ready for the final redemption. We're ready for this 2,000 years to end. This galut is going to be finished. And we're ready to accept it, b'chesed Rahamim. Hashem says, you're ready? That I'm about to bring it. You purified yourself. Therefore, like we said in last week's Haftarah, Hashem is going to drop the dew of purity on our hearts. It's going to take out the heart of stone. And it's going to put us the heart of flesh. So we don't have to sin anymore. He's going to get the chametz out of our systems. But we have to take the first step. And B'ezrat Hashem, with that, we're going to have a great Shabbat. We're going to have a chazak v'nitchazek. And we're going to start the month of Nisan on the right leg. And B'ezrat Hashem, we're going to walk Aliyah L'Regel already this Pesach to bring the Korban Pesach with Moshiach Tzidkenu. B'chesed Rahamim, Miriam, Amen. Shabbat Shalom Barach.